Uy, may nilabas si BLACKSHARK na budget tablet, and this is called the BLACKSHARK Pad SE. And I'm personally interested to know kung ano nga ba ang meron nito, what it has to offer, and kung mahal o mura siya for its offering. Can it even game? Malalaman natin after this quick intro. So ito ang itsura ng kanyang box, and nakasulat dito sa gilid is BLACKSHARK Pad SE. Honestly, no, it's quite a far cry from yung BLACKSHARK na gaming tablet na box niya. Which is ganito, makita mo talaga BLACKSHARK na BLACKSHARK. This one, mukha lang siyang drawing pad ng anak ko. Pagdating sa packaging, it doesn't even resemble yung BLACKSHARK ng branding. Walang angas, kumaga. So buksan na natin yung box. So makita natin nakakabit din kanyang case mismo sa kanyang tablet, which is almost similar sa mga offering ni BlackView. BLACKSHARK, BlackView, BLACKSHARK, BlackView. Magkapatid kaya yun? Nani? Now, here are the stuff inside the box. May A to C cable ka, may panundot ka dito, meron kang user guide, and meron kang 10 watts na charger. And may pa-sticker pa siya, pareho sa BLACKSHARK na gaming tablet. Sa kanyang case, may makita kang BLACKSHARK na branding dito. And it looks really familiar. Halos ganito talaga ang BlackView na casing. I swear, I'm not kidding. So, tanggalin ko lang muna to. I swear, ganito din ang BlackView na pre-case. So, pilasin na natin to. And ganito itsura niya dito sa likod. Hindi rin nagkakalayo sa mga itsura ng BlackView din. And by the way guys, itong BLACKSHARK Pad SE na may 6 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage currently priced at $6,999, which mabibili mo on the links that I'll provide on the description box, or just simply clicking YouTube shopping link dyan para mabili mo to ng official. Huwag na kayo paligoy-ligoy dahil baka ma-scam pa kayo. Now, first thing na napansin ko is yung kanyang camera bump. It has 3 camera modules. Akala mo 3, no? Pero isa lang gumagana dito. Ito lang. Now, one thing na napansin ko, hindi naman sobrang kabigatan tong tablet to. Based sa aking timbang, tinimbang ko siya. Nasa around 470 grams siya. Yung likod nito is made out of plastic materials. Yung side is also made out of plastic materials. Yung kanyang front glass is, I'm not sure kung anong glass protection na meron niya. Now, I feel it's a little bit awkward na nasa ibabaw ang kanyang charging port dito, kanyang USB Type-C port. And ilalim niya is malinis, which is a bit unconventional. Yung dalawang speakers niya nandito sa sides, which maganda naman kanyang sound if you're firing down below. Medyo balance naman kanyang sound based sa aking experience. And surprise guys, meron siyang SIM card slot dito. It can support isang 4G SIM and isang micro SD card na sabay. So basically, hindi mo na kailangang hotspot galing sa inyong phone papunta dito. Itself, pwede mo nang lagyan ng SIM card para meron kang data on the go, which is a upside para sa akin. Now, pagdating naman sa multitasking on this tablet, okay naman siya for the first few apps na binubuksan mo. Habang dumadami ang apps na binubuksan mo dito, medyo nagiging sluggish. Alam niyo bakit? Dahil this one is being powered by the MediaTek Helio G85, which alam naman natin no, is nowhere near powerful. It's a very budget-friendly na chip. So, expect mo na medyo magsisluggish, lalo na kung maraming kang apps na binubuksan dito. And hindi rin kataasan ng score na nakuha na dito on AnTuTu benchmark, 326,000 points lang. And ito yung mga ibang benchmark na ginawa natin on this tablet. Pagdating sa battery, hindi naman sobrang laki ang battery nito at 6,600 mAh and it's still using the lithium-ion na technology. Actually, mas malaki pa kayong battery ng BLACKSHARK gaming tablet, which is around nasa 7,300 mAh versus this one. And the worst part is 10 watts lang ang support and charging, so it's a bit slow charging this tablet up. Siguro kulang-kulang abutin ka rin ng 2 hours to completely charge tong tablet na ito. And on regular usage naman, kaya naman na magtagal ng mga isang buong araw, basta hindi mo lang inaabuso ang kanyang battery, hindi ka babad sa gaming, and hindi ka babad sa video conferencing, when honestly, it can let you have a whole day of screen time. Where in fact, nung nirate ko naman to sa PCMark battery stress test, 10 hours and 12 minutes ang nakuha ko pa. Now, pagdating naman sa kanyang display, it has a 10.1-inch na IPS LCD. Wala siyang higher refresh rate other than 60Hz, and for me, medyo makapal ang kanyang bezels nga lang. Except that symmetrical naman siya on all 4 sides. Honestly, watching videos naman on this one, it can display you up to 1080p, and browsing on your favorite socials dito, okay naman. Except that you don't expect it to be buttery smooth like other tablets dahil it's just a 60Hz screen refresh rate. Though you have a good internet connection, pag swipe mo, maglo-load agad yung mga shorts and reel videos mo. And if you're watching long format naman on this one, like sa YouTube, okay din naman ang experience ko. Except that don't expect it to be as good as yung mga AMOLED display naman. Now, in terms of gaming, nag-try naman ako at the very least maglaro ng isang game which is Call of Duty Mobile. Kailangan mo iset lang sa low graphical settings dahil, well, yun lang naman kaya niya. Low graphical settings, medium frame rates, and nag-try ako maglaro ng 30 minutes on this tablet. Honestly, it's hardly playable kasi hindi ganun kaganda ang kanyang graphics, first of all. And second thing is that medyo sluggish ang gameplay. Mafe-feel mo talaga parang iwan ka habang naglalaro ka. And honestly, it's nowhere near a budget gaming na tablet. Which I'm not sure kung yun nga ba ang gusto iparating sa inyo ni BLACKSHARK na this is a budget gaming tablet, which it is not. Overall gameplay, it's just mediocre para sa akin. I don't even expect it to be good kasi sa kanyang price point. Pagdating naman sa kanyang camera, ang likod niya is a 30MP na shooter, can shoot you up to 1080p and 30. And yung kanyang harap is a 5MP na shooter which can shoot you up to 720p and 30fps. Well, honestly, hindi ko na inaksaya ng panahon yung kanyang camera kasi nakita ko na medyo crappy ang kanyang quality. Pero just for demonstration sake, kumuha lang ako ng a couple of shots dito sa loob ng aking studio. And honestly, it's nowhere near nice, mga photos na ito. Lalo lang ka ng selfie camera, nangingitim ako dito, nagiging kamukha ko na si Francis Leo Marcos. Gonggong! Honestly guys, ang in-order ko is BLACKSHARK. I'm not quite sure kung bakit itong tablet na ito naging Baby Shark tut 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 Baby Shark tut 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 tut. Yun ang kinakanta ng anak ko kaya biglang naalala ko lang. Pero mas feeling ko ang Grandpa Shark tong tablet nito kaysa Baby Shark kasi sluggish. Now, medyo natatawa rin ako dito sa tablet na ito because I was expecting to be at least a budget gaming tablet ng BLACKSHARK, which medyo sa packaging pa lang wala na siyang angas. And medyo na-surprise ako lang binili ko is a BLACKSHARK, pero itong tablet experience ko dito is more of a Baby Shark na experience. Honestly, itong tablet to is medyo a bit senseless para sa akin. It's just good for watching mga YouTube kids like Baby Shark, pang-check lang ng mga documents, spreadsheet, manood ka ng mga reels dito sa Kenya, and doing some browsing on social media. And basically, those are the things na pwede mo lang gawin dito. And ang kanyang bonus naman dito is yung kanyang SIM card support. So basically, you're traveling with a tablet na data ready na siya. Other than that, the tablet na ito is not even worth buying. Pangit ang kanyang processor, mabagal ang kanyang charging speed, basura ang kanyang camera. Personally, I could hardly find any good use dito sa tablet na ito. And it's quite sluggish din. That's my personal opinion dito sa kanya. Pero kung habol mo lang naman is basic usage on a tablet na may SIM card, pwede naman tong tablet na ito. Just buy this one during mga sales. Siguro bababa to as low as 6,400 pesos, which I think personally is not bad na. If yun ang basic usage ang habol mo. Pero kung gaming ang habol mo, don't even think about it. So yun guys, kung nagustuhan nyo itong review nito, don't forget to like and subscribe dito sa aking channel so you don't miss out yung mga review just like this one na medyo rare here in the Philippines. Probably I'm one of the only few na nag-review lang nito tablet na ito. So paano yan? Hanggang dito muna ako guys and I'll see you on my next video. Peace out. And so ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.